Hey everybody, this is Kyle. It's 3:40 a.m. on what day is it? It's Monday morning, August 17th, 2020. And I just wanted to do a live stream. I know it's a weird time, but I just woke up. I'm on like a really weird schedule. My targeting is super bad. It's super bad, and now literally the world is on fire, right? So I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Hey Andrew, what's up, man? Andrew says, "What's up? Are you doing okay? How's everybody doing?" Hey, Awaken World. So we got some people who have some sleep deprivation. Yeah, my attackers like let me sleep for like 5 hours and then woke me up at about 2, and I turned on my light up here. It's brighter, like there's a reflection in the screen, and the light went out. Like I just put in a new light bulb a week ago, but those lights, the lights above me just go out like every week. So I have to keep replacing them every week. And hey, Arachno Nixon. Arachno Nixon says, I, how you doing, buddy? The world is on fire. So I had to go, like, I don't have any light bulbs, so I had to go to my parents' apartment across the way and get a new light bulb and replace it. I'm not sure if it's like my attacker's shooting down and it's wearing out the light bulb, or they're shooting the light bulb, or what I really think's going on is I think my attackers use my wiring in my place to actually create electromagnetic fields, either for surveillance or to actually hurt me. I think they do that to us, and I think the light bulb just can't take it, because the light bulb's attached to all these electrical wires that they're pulsing electromagnetic fields through. Cool, Andrew. You're doing good? Yeah. Of course we're awake. Yeah. I was thinking I was going to get to sleep through the night, but I didn't. My attackers like woke me up I think about 2 hours ago. And then I have these little vape pens that I use, and what they do is they heat it up so that it tastes like burn. So it's just like the flavor's gone and it tastes like burn. So they were doing that while I was asleep, and also just pulsing my vagus nerve down my left side, and they can stimulate my back, like my left side of my back or the left side over here. They've been focusing on my back lately, but they've kind of come back over here. It's really bad, and everything is really bad. The one ray of hope that I see, though, I really do see a ray of hope. I mean, I don't know. I mean, everything's really, really bad. We're going to talk about some of that stuff, but I see the UN thing is really good. Like I sent my mom a bunch of the stuff by email. Like I sent her a bunch of stuff about Niels Melzer. I sent her everything about like World Against Electronic Torture Day. Sent her some of the testimonies and everything, and basically what Niels Melzer said to the Human Rights Council, right? And my mom was a little bit like, she was like, she knew something was going on with me, but she was a little bit still like, I don't understand, I can't do anything about it. But now it's solidified with my mom, where she's like, oh, the UN's talking about this, somebody's doing something about it. And she's getting a little bit more serious about like talking about it with me. What are we going to do about it? Can we get a lawyer after this, right? And I see that like we can go to doctors with stuff. We need to see what's going to happen in October. But actually, like, man, and I'm trying to think of just anything I can do to help us to get there, to get to October. I know that the world is literally on fire tornadoes, but we've got to think of positive things we can do, and we've got to look at kind of crux points. Do y'all know about crux points? So this is a Star Wars thing. Mace Windu talks about it. And he says there are these points because there's these big wars, right? And there's all these things going on, right? There's chaos everywhere. And in our world, in our real world, there is. Are they cutting me off? Attackers cut me off. but there's these crux points, right? Since there's chaos in the world, right? We're being mind controlled and tortured. There's tornado fire. There's riots. There's cities being burned down. You know, the whole pandemic, second lockdown's coming, tyranny rolling in, people getting locked in buildings for not wearing masks and then thrown into jail, real criminals being released. The list goes on and on. Every day, something more horrible happens. And so, as good people, where we don't have a lot of resources in our own lives and in the battlefield, we have to look for these crux points, these very important points that if we hit them and we focus on them in our own lives and things like the UN. See, I see the UN investigation point where it can spread awareness about electromagnetic frequency abuse. It can spread awareness about mind control, and it can maybe affect more going on, all the chaotic things going on in the world. Now, fix it, you know, fix the world, I don't know, but do something for us, definitely, sure, you know. Oh, really, Ragnar Nixon? Ragnar Nixon says, Andrew, no, I haven't slept for more than an hour in like 12 years. I get sleep. Like, my attackers will sometimes want me to sleep because they do psychic driving. They do V2K with NLP, subliminals, with entrainment while I'm sleeping. And since I'm not on alert, right, when I'm awake, I'm alert, and it's harder to like do some of the more embedded entrainment. They like me to sleep sometimes. Tonight they were doing sleep deprivation. I had to take like 0.5 milligrams of lorazepam, and they still woke me up after like 4 hours. Yeah, this stuff. This is a nightmare, man. As I was walking, this is how bad my mind control is, or the remote neural manipulation. It's like I went to go get the light bulb at my parents' house, which I stole it from them. As I was walking back, it's like this little bulb, and there is only the only one left. So I needed it not to break, right? I need a haircut. I'm just gonna have to get one of those vacuum things and just vacuum my hair. But I was like walking back to my place, and my attackers were injecting visuals of me dropping the light bulb. They injected a visual of me dropping the light bulb. Then they injected a visual of right when I screw it in, it just goes out, right? So they're injecting things in my head, like to try and make me nervous about it. It's like all the time, and that's just like one example, but it's like that all the time, and that's so hard. You know, it's so hard for people to believe who aren't targeted, because they're just like, that's just you thinking that stuff, you know. Hey, Craig says my neighbors keep acting more and more shady. Yeah, dude, I got all my neighbors do noise campaigns. Seems like my gang stalk off for now. I don't want to send my vehicular stalking still bad. My stalking when I go to like Walmart and stuff is still bad. But around here it seems well, you know what they did? Actually, somebody came. I just bought salsa, and I ate like a little bit when I got it, and I noticed tonight I got it out, and like it was way down here. Emptied my salsa out. I think it's the maintenance guy coming in my place. Yeah, man, it's so. I was saying, like, the crux point thing, we need to focus on things that can really help our own lives. But I also see the unification and what we can do there is like a crux point, a very important thing for maybe even more than just our torture, but letting people know about electromagnetic frequency abuse. You know, we just don't know where it's going to go. Oh, really, Awaken World? You're watching the UN replay? I'm gonna now. That's what I was gonna say. I'm working on it. Like, I have a lot of ideas, things that I want to do to try and help. But my body and my mind are just wrecked. It's just really bad. Even with the Neurontin, like every day I'll get a little bit of relief, but my attacker's kind of like, get. I'm gonna try the mirror helmet. But what I was gonna say is that I do have editing software which I don't use ever. And I was thinking I was gonna make, before the UN thing, I'm going to make something like a compilation, maybe have like a script that I read, you know, about what we're going through. You know, there are so many millions of targeted individuals in the world. This technology is being stuff like that at the beginning with something, and then like Dr. Robert Duncan, Barry Trower, Dr. James Giordano, and then have Niels Melzer talking about torture, and then have something like tying in, you know, targeted individuals like in a documentary style to the UN, right? To let people know that's connected, right? But I don't edit a lot of stuff. It may suck, but I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. But I don't know. I'm just doing as much as I can, hoping I can make October. But I don't know. I might cash out before then. I don't know. Things are really bad, and there's too much bad news every day. You know. I mean, I will if it's like huge. Hey, True Serum says, can't believe I'm still up. Sleep deprivation in full effect. Yeah, guys, get some calming tea or your favorite drink or something like that. We'll go through some information. Nothing, I guess, be hardcore. So fire tornadoes. I want to go over fire tornadoes. That's a crux point too. And hey, Nature's Beauty. Hi, Vulcan. Welcome to the chat. But okay, yeah, Awaken World. I think it's a good idea if I can just get it right. I'm like every day. I'm like I have so many ideas that I want to do to help us to get information out. But you know, it seems like God, this is so big. Like, oh God, we got YouTube channels. You know, we still got to try, and we still got to like go towards these big things like what the UN's doing. But it seems like, oh, I gotta just get with my family sometimes and get my resources, and things are about to get ugly. But as a targeted individual, I really need this torture to stop, and we need this to get out. So we gotta go for it, you know. Arachno Nixon says, I guess what pisses us is that they get paid and well paid for the noise campaigns. Yeah. Yeah, if your neighbors participate in this stuff and the gang stalking, they get a good little supplement. And the people, like, I definitely have human operators microwave me. Like, I know there's automated systems, but like I definitely have human operators because last night they focused a little bit less on destroying my nervous system, like pulsing pain down my back, and like it feels like just like it's hard to explain with the head, but it's the inside of the head where I'm just like it's like my brain's exhausted and cooked. And it's my endocrine system too. But yeah, they get paid a lot. Like the human operators, they must get paid like six figure salaries, you know. And then I think our neighbors probably get paid, you know, good little supplemental income. Maybe they could make like 20,000 a year or something like that. You know, because contact tracers are making like 20,000 a year. These people gang stalking before that who were doing you know, covert surveillance or whatever, overt surveillance, street theater, they were probably making as much as what contact tracers were making, I'm sure. Yeah, me neither. Arachno Nixon says gotten D from the government, not one single check. Somebody told me I need to. I don't want to talk about my taxes, but there's a tax thing where you have to do that to get the stimulus check, and I get Social Security, and I'm trying to supplement my Social Security just so I can do more for my family, do more to, like, if I need to move, if I need to do something to survive, because I don't know where everything's gonna go. Let's pull up some stuff. I'll get my tablet out so I can read y'all's chats. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just figured I'd jump on here. Okay, because I gotta tell y'all, the Shadowgate documentary, I put it up on my channel. You know, after Millie Millie Weaver got arrested, right? And I was like, man, I got to put this support her, right? Because there's tons of stuff in there that's like a layer of what's happening to us. It's social media influence. They're even talking about targeting specific topics, right? If they don't like a topic, the algorithms that can shut people down, shadow banning people, stuff like that. So it's a lot of information that has to do with us kind of on the border of the direct targeting of people, right? Direct targeting of people, but not really. They said bio warfare once, I think, in the documentary, but not really getting into the direct energy weapons, but all the cyber stuff. So it's really important. And so she gets arrested. I see somebody else had put out Shadowgate, and I was like, I gotta support her. I gotta put her GoFundMe page and everything like that. Just not even. I looked into it a lot. Like I watched the documentary, saw what that, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, dude, if I put that documentary out, I might get in trouble. I might get arrested or something, because it's like, if she's been accused of burglary and all this other stuff, I charge. I think that was an older charge about her family. They just brought it out that day to discredit her and stop all this, right? But I was really getting into a lot of trouble. What happened is, and I think this happened in like all over YouTube and Google, anything Google related has banned Shadow. They took it off my channel. I think they've taken it off of other people's channels. And I got my second community line strike. So I've got 2 on this channel. I don't know if do they go away? Like, so it's not looking too good. I've got to be really careful. If I wouldn't have had the first community guideline strike, I don't think I would have gotten a strike on this one. But yeah, so those have been banned. Let me pull that up, all that information. Hey, Candy. Candy says they're also hitting us with frequencies. Yes. Yeah, so Shadowgate goes of the cyber targeting and what you'd call cyber place agents, right? They'll go on something and they'll have multiple accounts, and they'll, bots to like, if they want a topic to do well, they can put it more in the algorithms, put a bunch of bots, put a bunch of saying really good things about it. Or like for us, right? And that's an exact thing of what they do to targeted individuals. If they want to make us look crazy, which this has happened, and it still happens, and happens to other target individuals, they get these cyber agents to come on our channels with sock accounts and say, hey, you're mentally ill or whatever. I think they changed up their strategy, at least on my channel. They don't just come in and say, hey, you're mentally ill. They act like TIs and say kind of crazy stuff and stuff like that. Hey, David. David says no bail, not because she's a flight risk, but because they fear Millie. Yeah, she's dangerous. She tells the truth. She's a hero. And I know a lot of people were saying that was some publicity stunt, but because it was trending in Twitter, right? It was trending on Twitter, but then they, banned it everywhere. So I don't think it was that was not a this was I don't think this was like a propaganda piece. I think this was like an actual true piece. And the thing is, she doesn't work directly for Alex Jones. She will contract out to him. She used to work for him, but he was about this. Let's watch Alex Jones talk about the update. It's a little bit of an older update. I don't know if I show this, will this video even? No, because Alex Jones' video is still up. But he's like defending Roger Stone, and Roger Stone is a big part of these influencing groups. Even the guy that went on Alex Jones' show was saying it and if Roger Stone is, and Roger Stone's going on Alex Jones' show, what does that make Alex Jones? Alex Jones was sweating bullets. He should be, because he's part of these. His family's CIA. He's part of these propaganda influencers that say a couple of good things, but then kind of keep everybody away from what they want to keep everybody away from. Make it political. Hey, Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty says, hi, Kyle and everyone. I just the Bergie interview with A. Jones on Shadowgate. Okay, yeah. That's what I was just talking about. Yeah. He was sweating bullets. He was like, I think he's scared that he's gonna get revealed. And the guy, you could tell the guy that his name, and he was like, no, you're the only one I could trust. But then later he did a video and he was like, man, Alex Jones left her out to dry, left Millie out, didn't return her calls or anything like that because he doesn't want to even be any kind of part of it. You know, so we need to try and help her as we can. I guess that would be doing the GoFundMe thing. Is it GoFundMe? Yeah, it's GoFundMe. Yeah, GoFundMe. And she's got a lot of money there, but man, I think she's in a lot of trouble. I think that, but it was, you know, everybody's saying was already pretty well known. Like the QBs and some other people already kind of knew that stuff. But the thing that makes it so dangerous is whistleblowers who actually work there. So it's solid. It's the way that the information comes out, right? Everybody knows that it's happening, but it's not, you know, there's no concrete form of putting it out there. And that's what she did. That's what I think like the UN stuff for us is going to, like, everybody knows people are getting targeted. Everybody knows about direct, but a certain type of disclosure has to happen. And I think that Millie did that with one doctrine, which was fantastic. And I think we could learn from her, but man, you get punished. Yeah, Ragnar Nixon says, yeah, Stone is an old. I don't want to take this off the screen. Yeah. He's way old school influencer, and he's all over Alex Jones show. And we know that Alex Jones, I mean, we've seen Alex Jones with Jerome Corsi on, where Jerome Corsi's like, I got it from the highest sources, higher than the Mossad and everything like that. You know, we know who Alex Jones works for. I think there's just two sides. I think there's like Trump and Alex Jones. They're on a side of kind of side. There's just two sides, like under the top of the pyramid, and Alex Jones belongs to one of those. And he thinks that it's right. He thinks that he's fighting. You know, he's not fighting for genocide or for transhumanism, but he's fighting up along the pyramid. And there are these two sides to fight. That gets too complicated. I can't go into that right now because my brain sucks right now. True Serum says, all used to it, it's still bizarre to see people drive past me at 10 p.m. staring at their phone. Yeah, man, I get so many. I had the sheriff's department, and I just went to go get some electronic cigarettes this morning. I had the sheriff's department, one light coming down one way, then the other way, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna stop me from my registration. But the thing is, when you're a targeted individual and you've got like the sheriff's department or city police or state police, and they're stalking you, they're doing this whatever, you know, they're a person of interest, surveilling them, we're doing the boxing in kind of stuff. I'm getting hit in the chest right now, guys, so bear with me. But it's less likely that they're going to stop you. You know, I had a regular sheriff who I don't think was a gang stalker, like a call back, who did stop me from my registration. He let me go, and I think he like looked something up and he saw that, you know, he saw my status, I think, as targets, but he didn't stop me knowing that, you know. I think when you're getting stalked by them, they don't really pull you over. Maybe sometimes, but for me, it seems like the ones stalking me don't necessarily pull me over. It's for intimidation, you know. Kane says when he made it through to Bohemian Grove, yeah, I knew he was dirty. Yeah, there's no way he could get in there. There's no way he could just get in there, that he could crash Bohemian Grove. And he said his dad was a CIA dentist. His dad was a CIA dentist who put microchips in people. Like he said it on the Joe Rogan show. Like the Joe Rogan show with millions of viewers, he talked about his CIA family. And I think that Jones had an aptitude for speaking and, you know, yelling and, you know, talking and everything like that. He's got an aptitude for it. Yeah, we got blah, blah, blah. And he has that voice, you know, which he makes even more growly. He's funny. He's funny. And he can talk, but I think that's like, you know, when he went up and he was like yelling at George Bush, there were all these setups, right? Setups of him yelling at people and getting kicked out of places to kind of drum up publicity for him. But yeah, I mean, I think he'd get in a lot more trouble doing that to George Bush. Hey, Tanya. Tanya says, hi, Kyle. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning or night, whatever it is for you. Yeah, that's exactly Arachnonyx. Yeah. Jones thinks he's in the white on the Masonic checkerboard. Like under the capstone, there's like the white and the black tiles. And I think Trump and Jones and who else? A lot of people are on that white checkerboard side. But I do think this, guys. I think that not everybody can be in on the big plan of the top of the pyramid of genocide, transhumanism, right? Killing off a lot of people and then having the rest like completely mind controlled and kind of like AI taking over. There's got to be some people quite high in the pyramid. Psychopaths rise to the top and they just kind of go along. Like Dr. Horton has done those pyramids and kind of talked about how psychopaths go up. But there's got to be some pretty high up people who don't want this for humanity, who are doing these little things under the surface. In that documentary, and I don't know, I'm just going to say it. In that documentary, they were saying that Trump was offered these social media influencing things from the, you know, from those intelligence agencies or those DOD contractors, right, and security agencies, but Trump turned them down. There's some stuff that's like maybe some people aren't kind of going along with the program, making compromises with it, but they're not actually going along with it, and they're trying to make some changes. It just logically, body up high on the pyramid can't just be like lockstep with Satanism. Yeah, we're going to kill everybody. There has to be some people who got up there that are like, yeah, we kind of want humanity around in the form that it's in. Just logically, there has to be people like that. So think about that. I don't know if Q is like everything or even who Q is. I kind of do know who Q is, but I don't know who Q is now. I know what Q was when he started, but you know, I don't know if he's right about everything, but there's white hats. There's definitely white hats. How much power do they have? Do they have any power? Is Trump one? Logically, yes. Oh, really? Tanya says, Kyle, it's Monday night here. It's 7:06 p.m. It's 7:06 p.m. That's a good time for me to have a live stream. It's a good timing, you know. Alan says, hi guys, hi Kyle, Tanya, my V2Kers are yapping, so glad you're on. Yeah, it kind of gets you out of that. My attackers are hitting me right like in my breastbone. It's like hurting this muscle, and then they're stimulating my back and all the way up here. David Irwin, that's a good point. David Irwin says, gray hats. Everyone has an agenda. There are some genuinely good people in the world, and I think there's some good people up pretty high that you know, maybe they want some control of the world, but they don't want genocide. I think there's some friction going on, right? We gotta use that friction because there's tons of heavy stuff going on. Gray hats, though, it's becoming more gray hat. Everybody's compromising too much. You know, I don't compromise. I never compromise. Just like, dude, I get focused where it's like, I want our torture to stop. And I see that maybe this is something that may be compromised. I see that maybe the revealing of what's happening to us is planned already, and they're going to do it a certain way, and they're going to put some people out front to do it, right? And to say certain people are doing it to us and how it's being done. A lot about it, but it will maybe stop our torture, change what's going on. I see that maybe that's your plan, but I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm going to use that and the truth of what I know about being a target individual, use that and just us try and stop the torture. I don't know if that's compromise, but it's kind of seeing that I think that it's kind of planned to come out to make people like less, to make people trust the system even less, and to be another great tragedy, and so they can put more of the technology out in consumer markets and medical markets and do it faster and get more people hooked up to the Internet of Things, having people like actually wanting to hook to this stuff. I see that what's going on with us has to change. It has to change. So everything seems planned, right? By the top of the pyramid, and I see that this, like us getting out, this changing, like the UN stuff coming up, and in Shadowgate, maybe it wasn't planned, but maybe those whistleblowers were sent to her, and that was part of some psyop, and they want this information kind of coming out in certain ways. There's so many agendas going on. But me, I'm just like, man, I just want us to get out of this torture. You go, okay, hey, thanks for coming. It says, see you on the next live, Kyle. Blessings, everyone. Thanks for coming, brother. Yeah, I hope you get some good rest, man. Hello, Leonard Locke. Leonard Locke says, hi, everyone. The tech is ready for sales, so they're ready to earn some money from it. The implementation of Mind Police will take more time. Yeah. It's going to change, like how this technology, how the public knows about this technology is going to shift. There's going to be a shift. Like, I don't know what that's going to look like, but all I have in my simple head, I was pretty smart before the targeting. I'm still pretty smart. Brain injury doesn't mean you're not intelligent. But what was I going to say? I really forgot what I was going to say. Oh man, I really forgot what I was going to say. Okay, wait, I got to read you. Okay, so you said implementation of Mind Police will take, and I said, man, I can't remember. They blanked it out. Really funny. It's good. Tanya says, Kyle, that lady on your video, is she in jail? Yes. Yeah, and they took down the video, Tanya. They banned the video from any Google platform. Maybe on Twitter they banned it. I'm not sure. Let's look at it. It's a good segue. I have a bunch of stuff pulled up, and I'm pulling up some stuff to try. I'm gonna make a swing at like a little documentary. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty rough, but talking about us trying to write some stuff, that's potent, and putting it with Barry Trower, Robert Duncan, Dr. James G. Adorno, and then linking it with the stuff going on at the UN and those testimonies, maybe reading those out. I'm trying to work on a project if I can get my nervous system and so I'll do that. I'll put that. I'm going to try and get that project done before October. Wait, it's August, September. So maybe working on that very soon, and then do one after October with whatever new information that we have. Because I think that we should all be taking the UN stuff and putting it on our boxing gloves, hitting people in the face with it. Like, if somebody comes up to you, I don't really believe in that targeting. It sounds too far-fetched. Okay, well, the UN, the Special Rapporteur on Torture, he has declared it. It's called cyber. Look up cyber torture online. He declared it to a bunch of human rights councils, and he is going to, present a report to the UN General Assembly on cyber torture, what I'm going through in October, and then they're going to write resolutions and they're going to have an investigation and everything on it. So it's like you don't have to argue with people anymore. That you like my mom was just like, it was like boom. It was like boom. She was like, oh, really? Her double mind turned into like single-mindedness on it. I watched it happen. And my attackers are kicking my ass because they're not, I don't think they're afraid of the UN thing just shutting down the program. Maybe it will, but they're afraid of what I can do with the stuff I'm doing. They're afraid of what I can do with a doctor, with my psychiatrist, with my mom, with maybe getting my mom to help me get a lawyer. They're really afraid of that. So they're really trying to just crush my head and cook my nervous system. Hey, Honey Ann. Honey Ann says, hi, Kyle. Hey, Tanya. You're up late too? Or early? Could be early for some people. So let's take a look at this, guys. I'll tell you what, though, and I've got to say this. Wait. I've got to say this. I know that Turtle Tribal Nation was upset about the Neurontin, and I'm not telling anybody to take Neurontin, but the Neurontin, like when I come on the live stream and I've taken Neurontin, attackers have less mental manipulation on me. There's something that the Neurontin does to my brain where, I mean, they can still hurt my nerve and external hits, and they're hit me in the chest, but I feel like I'm more in control, like of just the fight or flight feeling, the agitation, and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't know if it would work for everybody. And I know that we have to be careful with it because, I listen to Turtle Tribal Nation. Some people have, really warned me, but it's like, I feel like it changed things for the better where I can make videos and just kind of chill. I can chill out. It's hard to chill out anyway with everything that's going on, but like physically, like with my, because they do this vagus nerve stimulation where it's like literally my peripheral nervous system has this organic anxiety, which really hurts. It like really hurts. Literally my peripheral nerve. So let's check this out. Chat room. Like pull that up again. What? Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, Honey Ann says, I pray y'all are all well. Are you doing okay, hon? No. Tanya says, Kyle, I'm so happy you are on. My dad, tortured to death, died today a lot of years ago. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's horrible, Tanya. I'm so sorry. So it's the anniversary. I thought you meant he died today. And I was like, oh my gosh. I don't even want to, I can't think about that with my dad. My dad's thinking about it a lot. I'm sure your dad's sure he's like trying to help you. I think that we can actually connect with our relatives that have passed on. AJ12 Shadowgate uploads have already been deleted by YouTube in under 20 hours for violating hate speech. Yeah, mine was too, AJ12. Mine and a bunch of other channels. They said hate speech. It was like hate speech against a certain group or something like that. And then they gave me a strike. And they said, strike 2. They said strike 2, and then I don't know when they're going to say strike 3. You're out of there. I think I might have to stick to the trying to make the documentary, trying not to, but I had to back her up. Had to back up Millie Weaver because, that's dangerous information she's putting out. It has a lot to do with us, and people do cover their asses, like Alex Jones covering his ass a little bit and everything like that. I had to back her up and just put it out, just get it out there. I was thinking maybe that police would come to my door or something, because she's getting arrested. It seems to be like, could the information have been a burglary or something like that? I know it's not now, but I was thinking like, oh my God, like this could, or my attackers courses, or have some kind of excuse to do something really horrible to me if I put that out. But I had to do it. I have to back up really brave people. That David Irwin says, especially in this lawless era, Arachno, she's a political prisoner, not a criminal. Yeah, she's a dissident, a political. And is she going to be tortured now? I mean, are they going to put her in jail and then just start remote neural monitoring her to figure out any kind of other information that she knows? Like, people have to know about remote neural monitoring. They have to know about these neural weapons and how they're used if they're going to decide to do things like she did. Like Assange deciding to do the things that he's done. Like whistleblowers and people who are like brave, they need to understand what kind of technology can be used on them so they can decide their path, Yeah, Tanya says, I don't wish him back to be tortured. Yeah, my dad's getting brutally tortured, and it's so tragic. It's so sad. He's such a strong man, but it's just like heart-wrenching every day. It's things like with our families that love each other, it turns that thing that was full of love, it just twists it into this tragedy where everybody's doing their best, but we're all human. So really, like, my dad says effed up stuff to me, I say effed up stuff to him. My mom says effed up stuff, and it's just like none of that had to exist. Oh, really? Okay, Honey Ann says, I'm dealing with breathing constriction, Kyle. Trying to think what you could do for that. Maybe if you could cool down your head, because they might be doing some remote neural manipulation. If you could do a cold towel head, that could help, because it might be remote neural manipulation. Or if you have breathing constriction, try and take some deep breaths through your nose. I know how that feels. Like Dave Case's CD helps with that, with the remote neural manipulation, and then the noise canceling hearing aids help with that. And then if I'm not doing that, I can put some magnets by my ears, which helps with the remote neural manipulation. Might be just hitting you straight in the chest. In that case, you just need to put something in front of your chest. I'm so sorry. This stuff is so horrible. My attackers are hitting me right here, and it's like this pain right here. Really, honey? I feel like I'm gonna die all the time too. Yeah, we just gotta pray and do our best. Like this, God telling y'all, we gotta latch on to this hopeful thing at the UN. The UN Special Rapporteur. I'm gonna be putting some more videos about it. It's very hopeful that it can change things in ways where you can have something, you can have information to protect you, and go to a doctor. Like Honey Ann right now is having trouble breathing, where she could go to a doctor and say, look, the UN, like in time, like, I'm thinking like right after October, okay, like the UN has declared that the cyber torture is happening. It's using electronic torture. It's hurting my breathing. And here's the documents from the UN, right? Things like that. And you can go to a doctor and let them know so they can treat you better to get out of that. And then hopefully we can just stop all of this. I really just think some are going to come out of it. And I think that we should just all be talking about it all the time. That's what I really think. And if anybody says like you're not, I don't know about, like, oh, the UN declared it. Like the UN declared it. It's called cyber torture. Look it up. Give them a web page. I have a web page I want to show y'all. Just hang out into the morning. Whoever wants to stay, because I got a lot of stuff I want to show you guys. David Irwin says, I do hate the shadow government. It's only reasonable to totalitarians. Yeah, people should be free. There should be some kind of system where there's order, but it should be balanced with the freedoms of people, just like the perfect republic that our forefathers set up. Hey, what's up, Drunken Ninja? Drunken Ninja says, sup, everyone. What video are we talking about? The Shadowgate, the Shadowgate documentary. Really, that's awesome. Drunken Ninja says, "I'm trying to get Snowden back to the U.S." So Trump's going to pardon him. Is Trump going to pardon Assange? Did Trump already pardon Snowden? Trump already pardon Snowden? Yeah, you guys hang in there. You guys hang in there. I'm going to work on something connecting the UN to everything that's happening to us, trying to get in that hope. I think this other thing, these fire tornadoes, are a huge eye opener for people. The electromagnetic frequencies are being weather warfare. I think maybe the regular regular weather patterns and weather manipulation just weren't doing it for people, but fire tornadoes, the first time fire tornadoes have ever been seen. So what's this one? That's been banned. It's been banned everywhere. Everywhere on Google. I don't know if it's been banned on Twitter. Take the red pill. Shadowgate Millie Weaver arrest update. So they got the full. So the full film's still up on Twitter. Let's see. Millie Weaver was arrested yesterday, the day she was supposed to release a documentary on secrets concerning the deep state of both parties. It was still released today. Shadowgate was now shadow banned later, nowhere to be found. But it's on Twitter. You can get it on Twitter. It's just not on Google. Matthew Hammond, rules. Do I have a story for you? Google banned. You guys can see this, right? Yeah, you guys can see this. Yeah, you guys hang in there. I really, 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 really recommend doing the Dave Case CD or the noise canceling hearing aid, so you can tell what's remote neural manipulation from what's them just shooting you externally. And then there's like clothing that does kind of help a little bit. Like, so you get like a lead apron to sleep in at least. Like the lead, when I put the lead cap on, that helps. We need better passive shielding that's lighter, like a lighter. I think that copper fabric would be great. Like maybe look for a copper fabric shirt. Like look for a copper fabric bottom, or we need to make some stuff with copper fabric around the head, because copper really thing flex it. I think that mirror helmet's going to work, but I'm not sure. I have bad luck with eBay. I don't know about that. So Matthew Hammond says, "Do I have a story for you?" Google banned the video Shadowgate, the Millie Weaver documentary that was on her friend's YouTube. I tried to tweet the link in a previous tweet and got the message about the link being harmful, and they refused to publish it. So they're saying it's hate speech. Removed for violating YouTube's policy on hate speech. Learn more about combating hate speech in your country. Shadowgate banned. It's still on Twitter. And this guy, General, what's his name? General Shepard? Something. He puts up Alex Jones videos. They're about to take his channel down because he put up Shadowgate and he puts Alex Jones like daily videos up. So he has to move to another channel. So YouTube's like attacking everybody. Shadowgate. Man, my chest really hurts. Chest and my back right here. People really have to know how serious directed energy weapon torture is and neuroweapons torture is. I think Shadowgate gets that layer of like propaganda on the internet, but it also shows that there's contractors doing work targeting individuals on the internet, right? They were talking about targeting like remote neural monitoring, directed energy weapon torture, but it says it shows that they will target people. They can target people and surveil people individually. you know, and that there's actual DoD contractors to do it, and I think there's NSA contractors and CIA contractors. Yeah, Drunken Ninja. I think maybe you can find it on Twitter. Watch it, and it has some important information. It has some very, 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 very important information. That's what I was thinking. David says no Sharknadoes yet, so there's that. Dude, I was thinking that because James Munder made a video where he was talking about a shark attack, and he talked about the fire tornadoes, and I was like, man, there's going to be Sharknadoes. They're actually going to do Sharknadoes just to mess with us. What you do in sea line may no longer be up to you. That's just one of the issues we found on my Avast thing. Yeah, I was thinking that tonight. Arachnid Nixon says, LOL, David. Expect Sharknadoes come spring. Yeah. Okay. Arachnid Nixon says she has been deemed unmutual by the state. She has been deemed unmutual? Like, what does that mean? Unmutual. That harmful? She's been deemed harmful. Yeah, it's really information she put out, and they are gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do with her. Because now it doesn't. Now it's not about hiding the information or hiding the documentary, right? It's in the case of Assange, it's punishment. You know that last video I showed with Niels Melzer saying it becomes about intimidation. Look, if you expose our dirty laundry, look what we do to you, right? And I mean, in a I get not really a smaller way, but a different way. My attackers do that to me. I mean, they crush me. They give me the worst kind of torture. I know some of you guys are experiencing probably the same level, but they really hurt me. The mind control is really bad because they want other target individuals to be like, you know, if you put this information out, you know, your mind control is going to get real bad. It's going to be really bad. So I try and kind of play it off sometimes, but I complain about it. I try and just, you know, just buff it out. Buff it out. You got to just buff it out. Bird up. You just got. Yeah, Drunken Ninja says Corona carrying Sharknadoes. Unmutual. Unmutual. Be punished. She's gonna be punished. That's why, like, we've got to find a way to support her any way that we can. She's a hero. I mean, I'm figuring point. I don't know, man. I mean, no, because all the stuff that I put out is pretty much open source, right? And that's what Alex Jones was saying. He was like, if it's open source, you don't have a problem. But she was actually getting whistleblowers and kind of secret documentation. I think most of the stuff was pretty much known, you know. But man, they banned it, so it has really important information. I need to watch it again. Let's look at. Be cool. I really like James Munder. So let's watch his video on it. Let's just say I might we might video James Munder's about the fire tornadoes. I got some stuff on the fire tornadoes, but I really like James Munder. I think he's a real nice guy. And he did a video on some of the most important stuff. I wonder if I just show this, if this video could get banned. This live stream. I guess it doesn't matter. It's just an early morning live stream. Whatever. But I don't want to get, if I get another copyright strike, it's gone. That'd be really bad. Yeah, because I need it little kind of mini document. Get some stuff started up and then get some stuff started. I guess it's still up. This is still up. So we can play this. Hold on, we'll play this. We're just hanging out. Wow, there is a. No, wait, it is. I thought there was an advertisement for Cambridge Analytica on there, but it was part of the video. So let's watch what James Munder picked out, because he's on here. Let me get my screen sharing. Don't risk it? Y'all think don't risk it? It's still up on James Munder's channel. Yeah, Arachno Nixon says Munder's a TI, but he has a hard time with admitting that to himself. Yeah, he wants to. It's weird. Like when we're in this community, it's hard, and people, think we're just nuts. So he's just doing the mind control aspects, which they may be more subtle. On my second, I really want to show this. I really want to show this because it has a lot of important information. Munder kind of put the most important information in it. I think if it's hidden in a live stream, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. They haven't taken it down from Munder's channel. Maybe we could just show a couple of seconds of it. Yeah, dude, this sucks. The censorship is so bad that I'm like sitting here like, oh, can I play this video about this information that was just open to the public? This person entering. Yeah, Tanya said he had the FBI at his house. Yeah. Let's just show it. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose my channel over showing this on a live stream. They may just take down the live stream, but they won't. They won't. He did put a dumb title on this. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. New stream, guys. So I'm ending this one. Okay, and I'm gonna start a new stream. In that one.